One.
In attendance are the airport security and other staff training on the country's reputation of visiting Uganda through the international gateway, Entebbe International Airport.
Of the authority.
This training aims to equip the security personnel with good public relations skills to promote Uganda for tourism and other related investments.
But what do visitors expect? But then what do they experience? So what do they remember about your home, about the way you've received them, about our security, about our procedures, whether customs or immigration or security?
Entebbe Airport has in the past been tainted, corrupt and brutal, with cases of unprofessionalism registered which continue to damage the country's reputation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your role is not to argue or to defend the system, but to clarify, educate and resolve.
Always be calm and firm. Not going to be rapid. Then you should always have the ability to read the mind and detect the behavior of the person before you, so that it puts you in the right atmosphere on how to deal with what is about to come.
To handle whenever these people arrive, how should we facilitate them? Others have different things. They may come for trade, tourism, but we are the first people that meet them. How do we receive them? What's that approach that we give them? What's the message that we share? Because we represent our country at large.
The Presidential Advisory Committee on Exports and Industrial Development says these tendencies portray Uganda as underdeveloped and cause some investors and tourists to reconsider their decisions.
So arrivals of tourists helping people in immigration, in security, civil aviation, revenue authority to adopt a similar standard on how you treat these arrivals as customers at all our border points is one reason we do this. Second reason we do this is the country is changing. We have many more people arriving. You know that, for example, in a week's time we have inauguration. You will have a lot of people coming in. So if we don't prepare our people on communication skills, etiquette, confidence, the ability to deal with tough situations, then we will have really wasted a great opportunity, because the people come with entourage and they spend a lot of money, so we need to treat them very, very well.
Uganda, through its international export market, targets $6 billion by 2028, according to PACEID. But this depends on how attractive the country is to investors and visitors.
But we are very proud that our work creates a lot of noise on markets, deals with certifications, deals with funding export companies, and that makes people concentrate on exports as a way to earn.
Odrek Rwabwogo, the chairman of the Presidential Advisory Committee on Exports and Industrial Development, states that the current sovereign bill under contention could become an obstacle to Uganda's global standing if not properly scrutinized regarding the country's exports.
I encourage people to debate it really widely and focus on it in areas where it undermines our gains in the economy, in democracy. We have to strike those down, because we have experience that more freedom in economy is more investment. Sometimes it can appear like anarchy because everybody is in, no, but you'd rather have more than less. You'd rather have less restrictions than adding more. So where there are problems, we should deal with them. But we should not, in an omnibus way, denounce a bill that says government has intelligence, information, experience over time that there is an attempt to influence the integrity, the dignity of our processes over time, whether financial or democracy.
Kamana Ivan Walnyolo, NTV, in Entebbe.